Hey y'all, it's Vicky Saul, and I did my PowerPoint over the effects of technology. Um, this was my prompt. I did question set number 2. I used the essays here, and I didn't use all of them. I only used 2 of them, but they were the essays that deal with our dependency on technology in a particular way. In other words, the essays above describe the ways in which our society is growing ever more dependent on technology to foster a sense of connection or connectingness. Will society be a better place in the future because of our reliance on technology, or worse? My key points were the transformation of technology, how technology keeps us from being in the moment, the reliance we have every day on technology, the damage technology does to us, and a few of the many good things that it does for us. This was my introduction. I said society has progressed in many ways through the years and continues to do so. It has many advantages along with disadvantages. I believe that even though it does good things, it does not outweigh the bad as far as depending on it goes. With that being said, I do not see America's future getting better if people keep depending on it to survive as much as we do. I totally understand that technology helps us with, making our lives easier, but we can't rely on it as much to be successful in the future. Technology has transformed so much through the years. Technology used to be very well monitored by parents. Kids used to play outside. Students would use libraries when they needed to do research. Now kids play with iPads to stay entertained, and Xboxes and things like that. And instead of using libraries, more or less kids know that they can find anything they need on the internet. They have less. It takes less time. They just have to put in a few keywords, and bam, you've got articles, and you don't have to go to a library and be around other people. Growing up, we didn't watch TV, really. We had a TV, and my parents watched TV, but we played outside during the day, and at night, we had toys to play with inside, and then it was time for bed. Technology distracts people from their lives all the time. Pictures used to be something that people used to take with a camera, not on a phone or while using an app. Jurgensen talked about the meaning of picture is decreasing because they are commonly used to communicate. People send a large amount of pictures every day, but they are only for a select amount of time. People are so caught up in their phones that they are not actually present in what they are doing, and it causes them to miss out on experiences. According to Jurgensen, there's always tension between experience for itself and experience for documentation, but social media have brought that strain to its breaking point. People are more worried about showing what they have done and where they are rather than being involved in what's really going on. Anytime you see people taking a picture, it's for, Facebook, or here, let's post it on Snapchat, or when kids need to talk to other kids, they Snapchat each other. They don't really text anymore. Some parents even are Snapchatters. Everything we do, every time we take a picture, a lot of the time we post it on some kind of social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. And sometimes it causes us to miss out. And not only that, I really liked the idea of using a dark room to develop film in your pictures. I think that was just really neat. And not only that, people are so caught up in texting on their phone sometimes that you're missing out on what's going around you. Growing up, my dad made it very clear when we needed to be on our phone and when we didn't need to be on our phone, because he wants us to realize that we need to enjoy the people around us. We rely on technology all the time. We depend on technology almost as much as we depend on breathing, because we just know that it's always going to be there, that we can rely on it, we want it to work all the time. Jones talked about how students do depend on whatever device to respond properly because it is just what they have grown up using to make their lives easier. rather it be to Google something, to get a hold of someone faster, or even just opening a door. Everyone uses technology to save them that extra step. Technology has provided handouts to make people lazier. Kids don't have to read anymore. They can be read to off of YouTube or Kindle, their Kindles. It's like a safe haven for people. If you don't want to see somebody, you don't have to see somebody anymore. It's just technology has made people not have to learn how to communicate face to face. We don't have to have people skills anymore, because if we don't want to see someone, we don't have to. We can do whatever we want on the internet now. You can buy things, you can buy your groceries from Amazon and have them ship it to your house. Kids, teachers make us read books in school, but, there's only a few kids left that actually read the books for themselves. Other times, kids just type it into YouTube and listen to it, And that really makes me sad, because I really love books. I collect books. Technology does a lot of damage to us. Even though it does help us, we don't realize how bad it hurts us. Rosen, I don't know, I don't really know how to say that, but they made the point that even though we have all these good things, it still threatens us. It is said that video games and TV makes us violent. Staring at a screen ruins people's eyesight. It gives people the excuse to be lazy. It is pushing actual books out of the picture and replacing it with being able to read on devices that kids learn to use before they can talk. Parents need to monitor their kids more and more with how much time they spend on devices, making sure they understand they need to be able to do things on their own in case one day technology does stop working in whatever they are dealing with, which is just so true. Sometimes technology does let us down. Sometimes it's not always going to work. Sometimes it's broken, and we have to know how to survive on our own without the use of technology. It's not always going to be there for us. This goes back to the thing about kids, they really do. I have a 2-year-old little cousin that walks around, and he can't hardly put sentences together, but he sure knows how to get that iPad to work, it's crazy. And I really like to talk about the positive things in life, it's not always negative. There are highlights of technology. It does help many people with medical problems. Personally, I have a mammy who, she doesn't have any kidneys, and thank goodness for, technology, because she can go to dialysis and have a machine help her function even though she has no kidneys. It helps us every day to make tasks easier, like staying warm. We have electric blankets, we have heaters, it helps with traveling. We can get in our car and go to school. We can get on an airplane and fly across the country to see people. It helps us communicate, especially farmers and ranchers. Sometimes your vehicle breaks down. Technology does break down, and so, you've got a phone for someone to come get you, so you don't have to walk home sometimes, It keeps us informed. We can watch the news or get on the internet and search what's going on in the world around us. We can keep our homes cleaner or more secure. We have stoves in our kitchens, and we have refrigerators and microwaves that help cooking that much easier. We have those robots that vacuum or sweep the house, or we have cameras and alarms to keep our house secure when we're away. It keeps family in touch that have distance between them. I'm getting ready to leave for college, and I'm starting to think, hey, I need to get my dad out of his flip phone and get him an iPhone so we can FaceTime while I'm away. Technology really does do a lot for us. But with that also being said, this is my conclusion. America's future is in the hands of upcoming generations. That is us, and I do not believe it will be progressing positively if we keep relying on technology to do everything for us. We will become lazy and not know how to do anything for ourselves. We have to stop relying on technology. Practice how to take care of things in case one day technology is to let us down, and we have to stop letting it distract us from the things that matter to us. We need to live in the moment. We gotta learn to enjoy the things around us, because our life is short, and we've got to realize that this is the only one we got, and we need to stop letting things take that away from us. These were my references that I used, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation on technology. Thanks, guys.